Hello everyone, this is John from DirectEd. I'm going to demonstrate to you how a student would apply for DirectEd bootcamp using self-sovereign identity. First, I'm going to show you a sample workflow on Miroboard. So, on the application, we have interaction between three entities: the student who has a wallet, and then basically like four entities: the student who has a wallet, the DirectEd portal, and the crowd agent. So to begin with, the student launches their wallet and then they navigate to the DirectEd portal where they generate an invite. An invite can come in form of a string, invitation string, or a QR code. For a QR code, they would scan it. For a string, they would just paste it on the site. From there, the site will check whether the connection has been accepted through the crowd agent. And then when the connection is accepted, they are going to re- request a presentation and then check whether the presentation has been sent or this is happening through the crowd agent. Finally, when they receive the presentation, they are going to check the contents of the presentation and then the site is going to send an, an email with application information in case the student qualifies for the bootcamp. This sample workflow we generated when brainstorming how we could come up with the working. Here with me also is a sample is the how interaction as a verifier requesting for proof from a holder happens. So basically there is the prism agent, the verifier, and the prover who is in our case a student. These are basic workflow. So at an API level, now I'm going to head to demonstrate a student making an application to DirectEd Bootcamp. First, we head over to DirectEd student portal. And then before we start application, the assumption is that the student has already has an identity wallet installed in their device. For example, the Brock Trust identity wallet. I'm going to open it. And the second thing is that the student already holds an education credential issued from an institution, for example, high school. Here, I already have an education credential with my school details, grade details, and other relevant information that would come with an education credential. Now, I'm going to begin the application process. The first step would be to click the apply button, and then they would receive an invitation URL. As at now, incoming version would add QR code options and other options. Now we have an invitation URL generated and we have copied it. We head over to the wallet. At this point, we want to establish a connection between the wallet and the DirectEd portal. The two will be interacting in a peer-to-peer manner. So we go to contacts. We already have one contact, the one we used to issue the credential. And then now we want to add another contact. I'll name the contact DirectEd. And then I will accept the invitation. Using a string, we can accept invitation using a QR code, but this is not provided for now. So we use a string. Then we accept the invitation. This may take a few moments. Connection response pending. So finally successful. Now we already have established a connection between the directed DApp and the student wallet. So now as a student, you can see connection successful, click share to proceed and proceed to your wallet to share credential. So a student would click share and then the wallet would set the directed app would send a request to the student to share credential their wallet. So I'm going to head over to the wallet again and I'm going to check for the requests. So under the credentials, I look at the incoming requests. It's not yet there. It may take a few moments before it's there. So let me open the pop-up tab, expand so that I can, as I wait, may take a few seconds sometimes or even a minute. The portal is still waiting for the request to go through the pre-sim agent and up to the wallet. Let's see how it's going. Let me open the wallet again. This is the directed contact that we already established. Finally, the presentation request is here. Sometimes it happens within a few seconds. The request arrives immediately. Sometimes it may delay. So now we accept the request to share a credential. We select a credential we are sharing. Later on, we just have one credential in our wallet. Sometimes we may have more than two or many. So we select the credential we want to share. The request is coming directly from the portal, and then we click send. You can see credential received. Yeah, and already an email is sent. Check your email for more information, meaning the directed app has received the credential and processed it to see whether the student qualifies for the bootcamp or not. Now we head over to my email as a student to check whether I got an email with the information. So I used a different email, so I'll head over to the different email that is in my credential. And there we go. So we have received an email from direct education at DirectEd.dev saying we have qualified for the bootcamp. So you've qualified for the application, and then we use the same email, and then we have received an application form. So that's basically how a student would use self-sovereign identity to apply for directed bootcamp. Thank you very much.